The one that we got the most was that people would like, and I had never heard it before I left the States. Now that I've come home, I've heard a little more, I guess. But in Argentina, we got asked a lot to see our horns. And I had no clue what people were talking about. And I had to turn to my companion the first time I heard it. And I was still new on my Spanish. And so I had to ask him, like, what did he just ask us for? And he had to tell me that, oh, he's just asking to see our horns. And he said it like it was just normal. Like, oh, yeah, he's just asking us that. And I was so confused because I had no idea what he was talking about. And I didn't really ask much about it until, a few weeks later we got asked again. And I finally had to ask him, like, where are they getting this idea? And we don't really know where that, I never really heard where that started from with the Argentines, but it was asked pretty frequently of us down there. And again, I've kind of heard it since I've been back in the States, but I had never heard that before the mission at all. I had thought of another one. What was the other one? People would always ask us about the multiple wives. That was always a very common thing. But I would almost say, and I don't know if it's necessarily an Argentine thing, but I think it's just because there was two men that lived together walking the streets all day long. Very often we did get asked if we were gay, and people would tell us, oh, I don't want to be a part of your religion just because you guys are all gay. So that was something we kind of have to talk to them about and be like, no, really. But then it's kind of weird because you'd be like, well, no, but I have a girl back home. But it just kind of made it awkward. So there really was never a good way to combat that one other than just try to stop and talk with them. But at that point, they didn't really want to talk with you. They just want to make fun of you, which I think probably happens to an extent everywhere. But yeah, other than those two, I can't really think of anything that people thought about us from the get-go. I feel like there probably was more. I just can't think of any right now.